there, I'm Jen of Jen Avery Wellness. I hear that you wanted to learn step aerobics, and I think that is wonderful. Step is a fantastic workout for the body at any age, and it's a fantastic workout for the mind. But you might feel a little iffy about step aerobics if you've never done it before. In this Learn to Step series, I'm going to take you through the absolute basics of how to get started with step aerobics so you can feel confident in your step aerobics classes. This series is designed for the absolute beginner. In this first video, I'll take you through the equipment that you'll need to take a step class at home or in a studio. I'll also walk you through how to set up your step. I'm also going to provide an overview about music because musicality and music counts are so important to feeling successful in a step class. And then finally, I'll take you through the most basic of the basic step moves to the rhythm of music so that you can see what that's like. By the end of this video, you'll be feeling a lot more confident about step. Let's get started. All right, first things first, this is a step, and you should have one if you're practicing step at home. If you're in a studio, they'll provide a step for you. You can do step aerobics, however, on the floor without a step. So a step is not a requirement actually for a step class, although it is really good to have. Something else to know about the step is that you can do step with or without risers. Risers can be purchased in addition to the step. You can use one riser, two risers, or no risers at all when you're doing step. When you insert the riser underneath the step, make sure that the riser is flush with the edge of the step. That is so important because if it is not flush, then it's not safe and secure. Make sure that when you step on either edge of the step, that it is flat and does not move at all. Something else that you can do to secure your step if you're on a slippery surface is you can put a mat under your step. I also always like to just brush off the little nodules on the bottom of the risers or step to get any dust off of the bottom. That will prevent the step from sliding around. One of the most important aspects of feeling successful in a step class is musicality, actually, because a step class is choreographed to the music with beats and steps that work together. It's really important, first of all, to think about the beats per minute of the class that you're taking. So a high beat per minute, or BPM, is going to be a lot faster. You're going to be moving really fast, kind of flying over the step. Higher beat per minutes are oftentimes used in intermediate or advanced step classes. That means that you'll be looking at a BPM around 130 to 135, sometimes even as high as 140. That's fast. For beginners, I really recommend that you seek out classes that are lower BPMs. And that's going to mean for you somewhere between 118 to 125 will probably be the sweet spot for you. Here's a hot tip. If you're taking a step class through YouTube and it's a pre-recorded class, you can always speed up or slow down the BPM of any video that you watch. So if you have ambitions to take an intermediate class but you're not quite there yet, think about slowing down the beats per minute right on YouTube. That can help you. To be successful in step, you need to understand the basics of how music works that's used in these classes. The music that's used is oftentimes designed in 8-count blocks, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4. And the choreographed step routines usually follow 4 blocks of 8. And that step is comprised almost always of 4 parts. So each part is 8 counts or 8 beats. And then there's 4 of those that make up 1 block. You can count on a routine having 4 blocks usually in a 60-minute class. Now, why does this matter? It matters a lot because for any kind of choreographed routine, it's important that you understand how the routine is made so that it makes sense to you. Step aerobics is really about the mind as much as it is about the body. So having this information will definitely help you feel successful. I want to show you next what that means in action so that it's not just here, but we're feeling it in our body too. All right, I started some music in the background and I want you to just listen to it. Maybe get your foot tapping. Here's the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it repeats the 8 count. I want you to just start to move to the music. Maybe just swaying back and forth. Good. Let's march to the beat of the music here. Step, 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 step. Good. Feel the rhythm. Feel the beat. Pay attention to the counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's important to know that when you start on your right leg, marching, right, you'll begin the next sequence also on the right because 8 is an even number. Good. Just keep marching here. Pair the movement with the music. Let's march 8 more counts. Good. We're going to change this to what is called a basic step. Now a basic step is exactly what you think it is. It is the most basic step in step aerobics. It's going to entail us stepping onto the bench with the right lead, stepping the left, stepping down right and left, and then repeating. So let's try that to the beat of the music. Here it is. Step right and left, right and left. This is called a basic step, and it's like walking forward and back. Make sure that you are getting the entire foot onto the bench each time you step onto it. That is really important. Nice and controlled. Good. One more. Let's tap on the left side and step left basic. Same movement here. Doesn't matter what you do with your arms. You can just let them hang at your side if you'd like. One more set here, 8 more counts. Yeah, good. March right here. March, 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 march. Good. Try to fall into the flow of listening to the music and pairing music with movement. Right basic. Yes. Stay with it. One more. Let's tap left. Left basic. Good. Welcome to the world of step. March right here. Good. Great. There's one more movement I'd like to show you in this beginning class. right basic here. Good. We're going to keep this movement just like it is, except we're going to lift our knee for a step knee. We're going to tap right and step knee again, staying on the right side. Step knee here. Remember, listen to the music as you move. You can even count out the beats in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Two more step knees here. Good. Tap left, left basic. Yes. Good. Let's change this to a step knee on the left. Tap left, step again left. Stay on the left side. Make sure you get that whole foot on the bench. And it doesn't matter how high you lift your knee. You can keep it low. Good. Change it to a left basic. Good. Listen to that music. It's so important. One more. And march it left here. Good. Well done. It's good practice just to listen to the music and pair that with movement. I can't say that enough. Good for you. Learning something new is hard sometimes. But those are the basics of step aerobics. There are a couple things that I'd like to add here. It's also really important to come to step with a growth mindset, because sometimes, especially if you're older, like I am, learning new things can feel like maybe you're already failing. And I think it's really important to know that it's okay to be a learner sometimes. If you can embrace that mindset when it comes to step aerobics, you will not be disappointed. Let yourself learn things that are new. Let yourself be a beginner, right? And show some compassion for yourself as you learn step aerobics. A final word for you about equipment. I recommend that if you're just starting out with step, that you use a shoe that supports your ankles. Your ankles can take a little bit of a beating if you're not accustomed to step. So there are shoes out there like Rika, which I will have linked in the description of this session, that offer extra support for people doing aerobics. I'm wearing Rika right now. I don't know if you can see those shoes there. And I like them. They offer a lot of support. I've been stepping for a long time though, and I must admit my favorite type of shoe for step is actually barefoot shoes, but I have a lot of articulation and strength in my ankles from years of step aerobics. Just keep in mind that if your ankles are sensitive, tender, or they're even a little weak, using a supportive shoe can really help you. Well, I'm so excited that you're learning step. Good for you. In my next video, we'll cover more of the basic steps. We'll do a little mini routine and we'll pick up the pace a little bit. I'll see you there.